Hey, I'm back here. There's a couple other things I wanted to talk to you about in this video. One of the things is I was wearing my ski pants the other day because got down to about 24, 25 degrees, and yeah, I had to still go out and ride because kind of what we kind of do sometimes. But what happened was if you can see, I added on this piece of metal right here, and this is the original, and I had to add on. And where is that? Well, it's right in front of that exhaust pipe that you know about coming off my manifold, because I melted a hole in my ski pants. It's never been an issue before, but it is now with the ski pants because they kind of bag up when I'm sitting on this thing. I put my leg down to scoot it backwards, and I smelt rubber burn, or nylon burning. So yeah, I added that, and I just wanted to show you that. Hey, here's something else before I forget. I went back to a single headlight because with this light on, I'm only doing 1 amp. So I checked it. So that 2-coil pack I got on there now is more than enough. I don't have to worry about it discharging. I'm kind of OCD about systems that aren't harmonious. So I ended up just going back to the one headlight. I'm going to save the other one for $14 for two. I can run this one until she drops, and then I'll put on the other one, and I'm still good to go. The battery tray is still holding up well. I got several more hours on it since last we talked, but I had to wait on this action cam. I really didn't like the shaky videos any more than you guys did, so I just got that, and the first thing I did is sunny out, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to take these guys out for a ride, and we can take a look at that. One thing I did want to talk to you about is I doctored up a photograph of my engine mount, and how I did it. I got every hole labeled, because on this one engine mount I mounted it came stock with the 196 cc that came with the Trailmaster MB200, and then I put on a 212 Predator on this very same unit. But what I did is I welded 4 nuts straight across from the original holes, because the original hole pattern is correct. But what I had to do was I wanted to move it to the left, in other words towards the torque converter side, and what that allowed me to do is to have my more shaft length of the engine come out, so that the driver clutch has a lot more shaft, about an extra inch of shaft to grab onto when you bolt that driver clutch on here. And that's important because oftentimes if you use the stock 196 holes, you don't end up with a whole lot of shaft coming out for that driver clutch, because the Predator shaft is shorter. And that's the reason I moved those. They're just moved exactly straight across. You can look at the pause the picture that I'm about to put up here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then the 301, believe it or not, it uses the left front hole of the original 196, and I've got it labeled, and it uses that and locates, and then coming straight back from that hole, you have to drill another hole because the block's bigger. It's a big block. And then I had to weld 2 more bigger nuts on the right side rail to allow for the extra width of that big block. And what those nuts are, and I've got it annotated in the picture, those are just oversized nuts that the regular engine mount bolts can go through, and I'm just using all that as through holes. And I basically what I do is I bolt those snugly to the bottom of the engine. I set the engine in there, I lined it up to my sprocket with the chain. I put the chain on it, I lined it all up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that real well or not, but that's real nice and straight going up in there. You can't really see it real well, I'm sorry. But and then I reached under there and I got a MIG welder, and I just tack welded those nuts onto that frame. And then of course I took the engine out and welded them more solid, so we wouldn't have to worry about that. But that's how I did it. I didn't have to raise anything up or put a plate on or anything like that. I don't know about durability. We'll see what happens. But for me right now, this is working, and I really like it. But I'm open to any kind of comments that you might have. It seems strong enough right now, but I guess we'll learn about endurance as we go along here. So the battery I'm leaving there, I'm not showing any signs of overheating or anything like that. It's not hot or anything. It stays nice and cool. There's no cracks in there or anything like that. Honestly, a lot of people will take that battery and they'll mount it back here in a box all the way on the this rack in the back. I think that's a great idea. You know, it weatherproofs it and all that. But for right now, I'm being a little stingy because I like using this rack for different things, and I've caught myself using it even after I've got that battery mounted up there. So for right now, I'm just going to leave the battery there out of the way, and we're going to roll with it like this. So I guess that's about all I got. And thanks a lot. Until next time.